And we are live. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smokes, and I'm the host of The Smoke Show today. No Bobby today, so it's just going to be me, solo, dolo, until Stephen D hops up on here. What's going on, Dolphins fans? Happy Fired Up Friday. I hope everyone is fired up, ready to go. We got a lot of things to get into. Obviously, the reports with Tom Brady. Then we got Mike Tannenbaum. And then we got the debate if Tua's a top 10 quarterback in the AFC. So we got a lot of things to get into. And since it's just me by myself right now, I got to start with Mike Tannenbaum. So us Dolphin fans, we all know who he is. We all know how big of a clown he is. We all know how terrible he was as a GM. We all know that he is just an absolute asshole. So Mike Tannenbaum, he goes out there and he goes, "I've never been in on Tua. That's why the Patriots are better than Dolphins. They have the best Alabama quarterback in the division outside of Davis Mills and Mitch Trubisky. I'm not sure what other quarterback Tua would be in front of in the AFC." This man had the audacity to sit here and say that Tua is only better than Davis Mills and Mitch Trubisky. What are we even talking about here? I can name two quarterbacks in our own division that Tua is better than: Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. Now, the only thing that Mac Jones has over Tua is availability. Tua needs to prove his availability this year. He cannot miss games. He He has to play all 17 games this year. But from a talent perspective alone, give me Tua over Mac Jones. Give me Tua over Zach Wilson. The fact that he even put Tua behind Zach Wilson is an absolute joke. He's really a Jets fan deep down, you know? He spent too much time over there in New York. That's why he sabotaged the Dolphins. Obviously, he's better than Mitch Trubisky. He's obviously better than Davis Mills. Matt Ryan. Now, that one's interesting. Matt Ryan is better than Tua Tagovailoa right now. It's just facts. Matt Ryan right now has proven more and has shown that he is better than Tua Tagovailoa. And there's a lot of Matt Ryan hate. I'm not really with the Matt Ryan hate. I don't think he's like some guru or some GOAT, but he was a former MVP. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's won playoff games. And last year's team, he was on a really bad team last year, and he still had a pretty solid year. 4,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Wasn't great. If Tua had those numbers, I'd probably jump off a cliff, but it wasn't a terrible year for 37-year-old Matt Ryan. I think he'll have a lot of success this year in Indy. So off the bat, we already have Tua's better than Zach Wilson. He's better than Mac Jones. Okay. So I'm just going through every team. He's better than Mitch Trubisky. He's better than Mills. How can you not say that he's better than Trevor Lawrence off of everything that we've seen? Obviously, I know the potential with Trevor Lawrence. You see big Trevor Lawrence. He's huge. He's gigantic. 6'5", former number 1 overall pick. And you want to talk about a bad hand being dealt? There was no worse hand dealt than to Trevor Lawrence. Urban Meyer, absolute joke. That roster was so bad that they got the back-to-back number 1 overall pick twice. So right now, I'll give the edge to Tua over Trevor Lawrence. But if us Dolphin fans, we're going to sit here and bring up Brian Flores compared to Urban Meyer, I mean, it's night and day. It's not even close. If we're going to provide context for anyone, it should be Trevor Lawrence and not Tua. Ryan Tannehill right now, I think, is better than Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not a big fan of Ryan Tannehill. I never liked him when he was in Miami. I think we wasted 8 years, and it turns out I was right. Because even when you give him that perfect offensive line, even when you give him that big running back, even when you give him a wide receiver like A.J. Brown, it's still not enough to get you over the hump. Sure, they won a couple playoff games by just handing the ball off 45 times a game, but that had nothing to do with Ryan Tannehill. Tua is not better than Russell Wilson. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. He's not better than Derek Carr, and he's not better than Justin Herbert. So he's not the worst. So he's better than Mac. He's better than Zach. That's kind of funny, by the way. He's better than Mitch. He's better than Trevor. And he's better than Mills. So out of the 16 teams, so Tua is the 11th best quarterback in the AFC right now. Yeah, Waddle. The weather outside my house is so bad. Like, if this stream even lasts, it'll be a win because my Wi-Fi has been shutting on and off all day long. It's been absolutely crazy. BJ, you already know the answer. Come on now. Celtics do not win tonight. Warriors win tonight. It's all rigged. The NBA is the most rigged sport in the world. It's 2-1. We got to make it 2-2. It's going to happen. The Celtics are going to win the series, though. Celtics will win the series. So yeah, shout out Level 2 Noob, by the way. I appreciate you. You're always showing love. You know, you always retweeting, telling people to get on the show. But I agree. I think Tua's battling Tannehill 4-10. I got Tua at 11. Out of the 16 teams in the AFC, he's 11. The AFC has every good quarterback. You look at the NFC, if you put Tua in the NFC, I think he would be one of the better quarterbacks. So I think he's better than Daniel Jones. I definitely think he's better than Jalen Hurts. Definitely think he's better than Carson Wentz. I think he's better than Justin Fields. I think he's better than Jared Goff. He is not better than Aaron Rodgers. He is not better than Kirk Cousins. He's better than Marcus Mariota. He's better than Sam Darnold. I think he's better than Jameis, but it's too close for me to say it definitively, so I'm just going to let that go. He's not better than Kyler. He's not better than Stafford. He is better than Trey Lance, and he is better than Drew Lock. So write that in there. Tua is better than 9 quarterbacks in the NFC. He's just got a bad rap, bro. He's in the AFC. It is what it is. You can't do anything about it. But this year for Tua, this is what we need. We need him to go out and ball. We need to win games because of Tua Tagovailoa. That's it. That is the only thing that we need. We can't have him go out there, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, going through the motions, and the Dolphins go 10-7, 9-8. We're praying for a wild card spot. Didn't beat Buffalo once, and we get blown out by 50. So if Tua makes that jump, I think he'll be a top 10 quarterback in the AFC, therefore making him a top 15 quarterback in the NFL. And if he's the top 15 quarterback in the NFL, then we'll be in business. Now, this is what I really want to talk to you guys about. Mr. Pro Football Talk himself, Mr. Florio, comes out, drops an absolute bombshell today. There was a deal done for Tom Brady and Sean Peyton to be on the Miami Dolphins. Now, us Miami Dolphin fans and the rest of the league, we're not the only ones that have been bullied by Tom Brady. We have been bent over, non-lubricated, and fucked by Tom Brady for 20 plus years. So is the rest of the league. But our bully was about to join our team. Now, I know we all hate him. We all hate him. It's a consensus. No one here likes Tom Brady. But would you love Tom Brady if he brought a Super Bowl to the Miami Dolphins? For me, I haven't seen a playoff win my whole life. If he came here and we won a Super Bowl, you're damn right I'd have some love for him. I'm sorry. I've never seen a playoff win. This man could get us to a Super Bowl. And it's just so crazy that this was even a thing. Sean Payton and Tom Brady, it was almost a done deal until the Brian Flores thing came up. Almost a done deal to the point where Sean Payton was looking at houses in Florida to move to. He didn't know if he should be on the East or West Coast. This was a done deal until the Brian Flores lawsuit. Brian Flores is easily the worst thing that has happened to the Miami Dolphins. That is saying a lot. Not only was he the only head coach who would say no to $100,000 per loss to set yourself up for the next 15 years, no other coach would do that except Brian Flores. So that falls down on Stephen Ross. That falls down on Greer for hiring the only coach that wouldn't accept $100,000 per loss. But the worst part about this, it makes me question how much the Dolphins believe in Tua Tagovailoa. Now, a lot of you guys, you might be familiar with the pill called Plan B. You know, you hit it raw, you finish inside, you don't really know if she's the one for you. You make her eat a Plan B, you make it go away. But with Tua Tagovailoa, I don't even think he was Plan B. I don't even think he was Plan C. Tua Tagovailoa might be Plan D. Plan A was Deshaun Watson. Thank God it didn't work out, but that was Plan A. Whoa, wait. I stand corrected. He was not plan A. Plan A was Joe Burrow. The number 1 overall pick. Stephen Ross was offering Brian Flores 100 stacks per loss. Joe Burrow was plan A, and we fucked that up. Plan B was Deshaun Watson. In hindsight, I'm glad it didn't happen because he's probably going to get suspended for the whole year. He was plan B. Plan C was Tom Brady and Sean Peyton to Miami. Plan D was Tua Tagovailoa and Mike McDaniel. And with that, I'm going to bring in my special guest, Stephen D. How we feeling today, brother? And
What's
do
up,
you
baby?
agree with what I just said?
Well, number one, I walked into you talking about an analogy where a girl takes a Plan B pill. I don't know where to go from here. Like,
Got him.
I'm
That
like,
was a pretty
whoa.
good analogy. I cooked that up on the spot.
What did I walk into, bro?
Yeah, it's a little fired up Friday for you.
No doubt, man. Fired up Friday. I like that. You should keep that. I think that as far as the Tom Brady situation is concerned, I think that Stephen Ross was doing everything in his power to. I appreciate that, level 2 noob. Don't blow my head up. I think that when you're looking at what Stephen Ross was trying to do, Stephen Ross was doing everything in his power to win. He wants to win.
Amen.
I truly believe in my heart of hearts that nobody wants to win more than Stephen Ross. Now, how he goes about it is wrong. He doesn't bring in the right people to do what he needs to do. He loses at every turn. Like, he just does not execute it well at all.
Right.
I don't know if he's not smart enough to grasp it or if he just, is bad. Like, nobody can have that much bad luck. And he hasn't. Right. If he had no luck, if he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. That's real.
Amen. He lives right up to that. And that's a great point. It's almost impossible to be this unlucky. Even when I'm at the blackjack table getting absolutely pounded by the dealer, like dealer showing 16 and he's pulling a 5 on me. Even when I'm getting absolutely pounded, you're going to hit something sometimes. And the Dolphins haven't hit anything. The only thing we've ever hit is a wild card game and get absolutely blown out. That's the only thing the Dolphins have ever hit in the last 20 years.
The Dolphins are just like me. That's why I don't gamble anymore. I just stay away.
Yep, that's the best way. That's why I don't play blackjack anymore. I don't play blackjack. I don't play poker. The only thing I bet on is sports, and rightfully so, because I be killing that booking, man. But here's what I want to ask you: if this deal were to go through,
the Brady deal?
Yes. How would you feel about it? And would you be accepting to seeing Tom Brady as your starting quarterback?
So we're saying next offseason, right? This is the hypothetical.
We could make it that. I was saying, how would you feel if everything that was supposed to happen happened? Because apparently Brady and Sean Peyton.
Oh, so we're living in an alternate universe, is what you're saying.
Correct. We're in an alternate universe. There was no Brian Flores lawsuit. Therefore, Tom Brady and Sean Peyton were in Miami.
I mean, I'd be gung-ho about it. I'm not going to sit here and say I wouldn't be. I still don't know that we don't make the moves that we made this offseason. I 100% see the world where Brady comes over, Tua gets traded, we get a first-round pick for him in return, maybe second-rounder, right? And
definitely not getting a first for Tua.
I think New Orleans might have done it. I think Pittsburgh might have done it. I do. You can laugh. I think that.
I don't mean I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
No, disrespect. Go ahead.
There is no team in the NFL right now that would give up a first round pick for Tua.
Disagree.
You think Carolina would? I don't even think
Carolina would have done it.
I don't even think the Saints would take Jameis. The Saints wouldn't even take Tua over Jameis.
Carolina would have done it. Carolina would have done it. Pittsburgh would have considered it. New Orleans would have considered it.
Pittsburgh wouldn't have.
Houston would have considered it. No, maybe.
Houston didn't even want Tua in the trade for Watson.
That's what I know. That's what people say. But
so they're not going to give up a first for him.
But do you really trust anything that comes out of Houston right now with all the malarkey that they,
Do you trust anything that comes out of Miami?
I think we've been this offseason. They've been a man of their word. everything that's said has come to fruition.
I just don't think any team's giving up a first for Tua. But we agree to disagree.
That's fine. And to answer your original question, man, I think that if in the alternate universe that it went down, I would have been okay. It would have been weird rooting for Tom Brady. Right. I mean, absolutely weird. But I knew what it would be for. It'd be for a Super Bowl now. Like I 100% would get that.
Well, that's where I was getting at. So even the thing that
did Nikki just pause on me? Am I hosting the smoke show? Y'all need to be in the chat because I don't hear Nikki at all. So is it me or is it Nikki? That's what I need to know. In the chat right now. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. 2-and-on got him. 2-and-on got him. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and I'm taking over the smoke show. What's up? Let's go. I said, Nikki, get on out of here, Nick. I'll take over your show. That's what I do. What is up? Now this is my show. Y'all ask questions in the chat, and I will host. Oh, look at me. I'm all by myself, too. I like this little setup, the smoke show with your boy, Stephen D. Yeah. And you know what? There's cussing on here. It's not like a swear jar like it has on my channel. So I'm going to say it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready. What the fuck y'all want to talk about? Let's go. Let's go. Ask me any fucking thing. I like cussing. It's fun. My Friday's going great. Are you 2-and-on, Steve? Did you kick out? No. Let's go. I'm not 2-and-on. No, I'm not 2-and-on. Just so y'all know, at all. Are you power just went out? He said his power just went out. That's all right. I'm taking over, Nick. I can't click on anything. Really? Are you 2? I'm not 2-and-on. John Ruby says swear jar. There's no swear jar on this fucking channel. Let's go. Ask me anything y'all want in the chat because I can do that. And I'll answer your questions. Yeah, I do think there is a world where Tua would be worth a first rounder to some teams today. And back then. All right, Nikki's calling me. Hey, I'm on the air. Everybody can hear you.
You're on the air on my shit?
I am hosting your show right now.
Shut up.
I am. What is up? Everybody can see me and they're talking to me. So I'm hosting your show right now.
All right, stay on. I'm rebooting my Wi-Fi.
Hey, you know what? You reboot that Wi-Fi. Don't worry. People are. Don't worry. I got this, Nick.
I'm gonna try to hotspot it.
I got you, man. I got you while you're trying to get back on, bro. Let's go. $10 to kick you out. No, John. It's not my show. But I do want y'all to donate. Donate to the Smoke Show. I don't know how you donate to his channel, but you should.
Woo! Hotspot. It's the move.
What is up?
Yo, thank you for holding it down. I literally just sent out a tweet like telling everyone that the show's over.
No.
Wild.
No.
By the way, I see everyone saying 2-and-ons after me. I have 2-and-on coming on later, but we're gonna do a little 8 p.m. video release, just because him and his.
Hey, put my thing on. This is Level 2 Noobs, a live look at Stephen D. hijacking Nikki Smokes the Smoke Show.
Bro, I literally just got hijacked. Like I got fucking hijacked.
Bro, it wasn't me. I promise you it wasn't me, my guy.
Bro, I appreciate you for holding it down, though. That's going to be wild. I can't wait to go back and watch this and just be like, where the fuck did I go?
Where did he go?
What were we even talking about?
You were talking about like getting rid of Tua, and 2-and-on came after you, bro. He's on my neck. You were playing hypotheticals about Tua, Brady actually being here, and they were like, bro, nah.
They said not today. Sorry.
Not today, my guy.
Tuanon just fucking kidnapped me. All right, so this is what I was getting to.
Can I kick Nick from his own show? I just did, Raul.
Yeah, this is
I
his
said,
show
fuck
now.
out of here. Fuck out. I get to cuss on your channel. I love it.
I know.
Cuss on my
You
channel.
can do whatever you want.
Go ahead.
So this is what I was getting at. So say we get Tom Brady, right? Or say in the alternate universe it did. We would have Tom Brady for 1 year as our starting quarterback. Right now, with this team leading us to a Super Bowl. This year's over. His contract is done.
Yep.
He's part of the front office. Now the Miami Dolphins can literally sign any free agent quarterback they want to move on from Tom Brady.
Yes.
And you still have him in the front office, and you have a Super Bowl ring. Now, if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, it would be the biggest failure of all time, in my opinion. But there is no way Tom Brady with this team right now doesn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but so to make that blanket statement, right, which is fair, by the way, bro.
Right.
How can you not say at that same token, bro, the Dolphins with Tua at minimum will at least be contenders? At minimum,
Do you think we're contenders for the Super Bowl?
How? But to make this is my point, right? If you're going to make a statement saying with Brady, with this current team structured as is, with Brady, we're contenders for the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Right? To win the Super Bowl,
no doubt.
And to make that statement and say that there's such a big gap between Brady and Tua, which there is a big gap. I'm not saying that there's not.
Gigantic gap.
Okay. But what I'm saying is you still have to say that it's not like to make that statement and say that Tua is a bad quarterback, which he's not. You have to also say, well, you know what? Dolphins are at least going to be an AFC contender. They got to be. They got to be in the discussion if you're going to say that if Brady was a quarterback.
All right. Well, here, let me put it this way. So the Dolphins are have the second best odds to win the AFC East at plus 400. If they had Tom Brady, I think they would be the favorite to win the AFC East or a pick 'em even with Buffalo. I just went through, before you came on, all the quarterbacks that Tua is better than in the AFC. Mm-hmm. I said Zach Wilson. I said Mac Jones. Although us Dolphin fans, we throw that out there like it's a consensus. It's really not. If you go down the list and ask all 32 GMs who's better, you probably get a 50-50 split. But I'm going to give it to us anyway. Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Mitch Trubisky, Mills, Trevor Lawrence, maybe 5. And that's only the AFC. I'm not even talking about the NFC.
Did you see my quarterback list?
I did. I thought you were trolling. You could pull it up, please.
Really?
Let me see it.
I
thought you were trolling.
All right, hold on.
Tom Brady's a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. It would go Mahomes, Allen, Brady. The guy finished second in MVP voting, had over 5,000 yards last year, and I think he had like 40 touchdowns.
Hold on. All right, reading view. Okay, here we go. Stop share screen. Share. There we go. Bring it up. Did you not like it?
It's all right. All right, so
tell me where you disagree. Tell me where you disagree.
Matt Stafford,
bro.
number 3 is atrocious. Him over Josh
He just
Allen.
came off a Super Bowl win and is, in my opinion, the sole reason that LA made it past
the
that
sole
hump.
reason?
The sole reason.
He's a major reason.
They
and I
couldn't do it
picked the
with
Rams
golf.
to win
They
the Super
couldn't do
Bowl
it
before
with
the
golf.
season started. But here's the thing. I agree, but they got there with golf. Matt Stafford helped them get
so by the
over
way,
but
I understand that.
I'm saying, like, if you like just debating quarterback talent, like if you put Matt Stafford on Derek Carr's team, he's not winning a Super Bowl. If you put Derek Carr on the Rams, they might fuck around and win the Super Bowl.
They would. Derek Carr's a monster.
Right, but look, you have Stafford at 3 and Derek at 10. And they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because he's on the Rams, I don't think he's a better quarterback.
So if you notice, I said these are my metrics used. Natural ability.
Oh, current team.
past accomplishment, current team and scheme, and projected future ceiling.
Wait, you have Herbert at 12?
I have Herbert at 12.
Oh my gosh. You have Jimmy G at 15?
Mm-hmm. Jimmy's been to a Super Bowl. Matt Ryan's been to a Super Bowl. Goff has been to a Super Bowl. I didn't feel that it was on me enough to put Tua over them just yet.
I mean,
Tua
is not better than Matt Ryan.
He's not. But I truly
you have Tua better than Tannehill?
Yes. There was a 5-game stretch last year where Tannehill looked like straight trash. He threw for more interceptions than touchdowns, and in 2 of those 5 games didn't throw, or at least one, I think 2, but at least one, didn't throw for any touchdowns. And they still won.
Did you see Tua against Tennessee?
Okay. And that was against the defense. That wasn't against Tannehill.
You're saying like Tannehill had a bad stretch. Tua's had a bad career overall so far.
Are you kidding? Come on, Smokes. No.
For the 5th overall pick, you think he's lived up to any expectation?
To say he's had a bad career after
so
2
far,
years, not fair. Not fair.
If Tua was sitting in his living room with his dad, what do you think they would be saying? That he's had a good career so far?
To make the blanket statement that Tua has he lived up to 5th overall expectations? No. But
which is not good.
Bad career. The man is what is he, 13-8?
So what would you classify it as?
Capable starter in the NFL.
Capable starter in the NFL. And if I drafted a capable starter in the NFL at 5, I'd say that's a bad career so far. I'm not saying he can't change it. I think he's going to have a great year. I do. But as of right now, objectively, it hasn't been good. That's why we were on the phone for Watson. That's why we were making a deal for Tom Brady. If we had Justin Herbert, we would not be trading for Deshaun Watson or Tom Brady. Would you agree? Because the Chargers haven't done it.
No. I mean, look, here's my thing about Tua, right? Tua, I can make all the excuses in the world, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're a Tua." I'm not Tua on. I'm not a Tua near. I'm not a Tua. I'm a Dolphins fan. At the end of the day, through and through. I don't have to argue that. I don't have to argue that fact with you.
Of course.
But what I will tell you is, in my opinion, I believe that Tua has yet to reach his ceiling, and I do agree.
So. I agree.
I do agree in the standpoint of that Tua being the 5th overall pick should have shown us more by now. But you can also make the argument that there have been some things that have not been in his favor that have worked against him. And we can go back and look at NFL quarterbacks whose careers started out bad. One of them being the most prominent left-handed quarterback in the history of the NFL, Steve Young. Steve Young did not start in a good situation in Tampa. And he turned it around when he got to San Francisco. And that's because of the type of offense that San Francisco was running. And I believe the same thing's going to happen with Tua. I expect personally there will be a big jump from year 2 to year 3 for Tua being in this system under McDaniel. Personal opinion.
I agree there will be a big jump. And there has to be a big jump because for only having 16 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, you have to make a big jump. Period. You have to. And the thing is, so this is what I want to bring up, because you talked about bad situations and bad hands being dealt. Mm-hmm. What about Trevor Lawrence? His situation was way worse than Tua.
100%.
Like 100,000,000% worse.
You're not getting an argument out of me there.
Right. Okay. So who would you say is the better quarterback right now?
Well, I mean, you go back to my list. I have Trevor at 25 because I think Trevor's situation in Jacksonville sucks.
It's terrible.
It's a straight horrible situation.
Agreed.
If you're asking me, Steven, would you
like right now, like Stephen D, you're Chris Greer.
Okay.
And
it's the Dolphins.
Yeah, you're the Dolphins. Would you rather have Trevor or Tua?
Trevor.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think potential-wise, Trevor has a higher ceiling than Tua, just because of size.
I think. Well, yeah, that's fair, but there's, I don't want to give up on Tua though, and it's not about even giving up on him. I still
I
think
don't
we
want to
have
give
not
up
seen.
on.
I still don't think we've seen the best of Tua, and I think there's something out here. Now, here's what I will say. I said that, right? The question you stated to me was, would I rather take Trevor over Tua on the Dolphins right now? Yes.
Right.
With that being said, I like what Bobby just said because I agree. I do think Trevor Lawrence is going to end up being a bust in the NFL because he's going to be put in this situation in Jacksonville and he's never going to recover from it. That's just my personal opinion.
If Tua doesn't have a jump this year, I think we would have to put him in that bust category.
Tua has no excuses this year.
Like zero.
None. You don't get Tua does not get a pass from me this year.
No.
You get hurt. You don't play up to expectations. You're the reason why this team loses a few games. You get no passes. I will be the first one standing at the front of the line saying, "You're gone. Got to replace him."
And I think that's the best part about this season is I believe every Dolphin fan is on board with that. Even the Tua stands, the Tua haters, you go top to bottom. I think everyone's on the same vibe, you know? And the Tuaneers, the Tuanons, they're just extremely optimistic, you know? Like they're trying to back their boy up. They're trying to give you the context for why it hasn't worked out yet. But deep down in their own heart, everyone's heart, I think we all know if it doesn't work this year, there's no excuse that he cannot be the quarterback next year. Period. Yeah. End of story. And I think it works out perfect for the Dolphins because if he's not the guy, we got 2 first-round picks. We could trade that, use that for leverage, either draft the guy, or we're the number one landing spot in the league right now, brother. We got more talent than anybody.
I want you to think about something. If you look at the NFL landscape right now, with the exception of maybe 5 or 6 teams, okay? With the exception of 5 or 6 teams, the Dolphins might be set up for success no matter what their outcome is this year more than any other team in the NFL.
Yes.
They have draft capital. They will make
everything.
They will make the cap work to have, cap capital.
We still have like $20 million in cap. We have
like 17 this year. I'm talking about for next year, right? Like if this doesn't work out, right? And not only that, you have a quarterback class that's coming in that's going to be absolutely amazing.
Nuts. It's going to be like 2020 all over again.
There's going to be 6. I'm going to say the over-under is 6 quarterbacks drafted in the first round next year. Okay?
Yeah, there's some dogs.
And what I will say to you is there's going to be a couple of potential free agents of veterans that are going to be like, this might be interesting. We might be, or trade, or possible.
Everyone's
going
to be thinking that.
Dolphins are set up for success at any way, shape, or form.
I said this earlier today. I said I'm more excited. Well, I'm not going to say I'm more excited for next year, but what I meant to say was if it doesn't work out this year, I'm not going to be as bummed as I should be. Now, don't get me wrong.
I'll be very bummed if this doesn't work out. It'll suck.
I say that now because I haven't, sat down on my couch and watched a full game or drove to Hard Rock Stadium and watched the Dolphins lose. Like my emotions haven't been tested. I haven't screamed at my phone in 3 months. Like I'm losing my mind, Stephen D. So until I actually see it and this team starts pissing me off again, like I could look at it from a bird's eye view. Obviously, the Dolphins go out there and stink it up. I'll be thinking about shots of bleach at halftime. But at the end of the day, I think our future is so, so bright for 2023, regardless of what happens. Because this is what I said earlier in a group chat of mine. I said, dream scenario. The Dolphins win 11 to 12 games. We make the playoffs. We win a couple playoff games, maybe finesse our way into the AFC Championship. But Tua looks good, and we have the answer. Tua is our guy.
Yep.
Then I said, in reality, let me not say reality. Now, like, based off my past experience as a Dolphin fan, this is my prediction for what is probably going to happen because we're always drunk on Kool-Aid. We're always hyped for the upcoming season, and then we always get heartbroken. So using my past experiences, this is what I think could happen. That we make the playoffs and we end up getting blown out and we find out that Tua is our weak link. So then we know Tua's the problem, and then we go out, we get a new quarterback, whether it's Brady, Lamar, we draft one. That's what I think is probably going to happen because
You think that's
of
the
my
more
past
likely
experiences?
scenario based on past experiences?
Correct.
Let
Yes.
me one up that, by the way, too. If that comes to fruition, God forbid.
God forbid.
McDaniel's not here either.
I said that. I said if this team doesn't make the playoffs,
McDaniel's gone after 1 year.
Yep. McDaniel's gone.
And Greer's gone, and they'll just revamp and redo the whole thing. Yep,
but the thing that I do like is I think I'm 90% sure our defense is all under contract for next year. And same with our offense. Waddle's not going anywhere. Hill's not going anywhere. I think Wilson signed a multiple year deal. So our offense and defense is going to be intact. The only thing that's not intact will be the quarterback and head coach. If they're bad, in my opinion.
People think I'm crazy for thinking that, and that's fine. But I have said if they don't make the playoffs, McDaniel, and it's not fair, and it's not fair to McDaniel in any way, shape, or form. I'm just telling you, based on what I know of my Dolphins, he'll be gone. He will not get a second.
If the Dolphins win 7 to 8 games,
you don't get
what
that.
Do you think happens to McDaniel?
He's fired. 100%.
Chat, what do you guys think? If the Dolphins win 7 to 8 games, is Mike McDaniel going to be fired?
Yes.
100%. Let us know. I agree. I think if we win 7 games, spit in my face and kick me in my nuts. That would be the biggest letdown of all time. If the Dolphins don't win double digits, we are beyond cursed, in my opinion.
And people think I'm crazy for thinking that. I'm just telling y'all, like, don't be surprised if it happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just telling you I think it will happen if that happens.
Bobby goes, he'd have to go 6-11 and get fired, but 7 to 8 wins, he's not fired. Bobby, I'm not bought into that. I don't think one win, I don't think the difference between 6 and 7 saves your job with a roster like this. You look at this roster, it's loaded. This is the best roster we've had on paper in years.
The only reason that McDaniel is here, there's 2 reasons McDaniel's here. 1A and 1B. 1A, his offensive-minded genius, right? Like, he's an offensive mastermind. And if you don't come in here and produce for us, there's no other reason to have you, because there are plenty of more qualified head coaches here to do this job. And 1B is his personality for Tua. And I think that if Tua's not here, which he won't be if we win 7 wins, 8 wins. Okay, let's just get that straight. There's no reason for him to be here.
I agree.
Because Sean Peyton will come in, get whoever he wants as quarterback, draft whoever he wants to bring up. I'm telling you right now, this is what will happen next year if it does not happen. McDaniel will get fired. Tua will be gone. Sean Payton will come in here, be the head coach. Brady or Lamar Jackson will either come in, but either way, they're going to draft a quarterback in the first round. No matter what, to wait in the wings. Mark my words, that happens.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Put that on everything.
I like that.
But my hope is Tua balls out.
Right. Like that.
We win 1 or 2 playoff games, and we don't have to worry about a stupid quarterback in the first 5 picks next year.
Use the draft capital, get some offensive linemen.
Get some offensive linemen, some other weapons, bro, and we just keep on rotating and kicking them out.
But here's my thing, and I want everyone to at least be aware of it. Don't stop living your life with your Tua blinders on. I support Tua. Am I critical and fair and objective? Yes. Do I want the absolute best for him? Yes. Do I want the absolute best for the Miami Dolphins? Yes. But you guys got to understand something. The Miami Dolphins offered Sean Payton $20 million a year.
Yeah,
and if you remember what Stephen Ross said when he fired Brian Flores and they asked him about the quarterback situation, they said, we're going to let our next head coach decide. I can assure you, Sean Payton was not picking Tua Tagovailoa. Sean Payton's quarterback would have, and it was Tom Brady. It was a done deal until the Brian Flores lawsuit came out, which just so ironically came out the same day that Tom Brady retired. Bill Belichick didn't send that. Bill Belichick didn't send that text by mistake.
I don't think there was anything ironic about it, bro. I think it was
No, it was all sabotage.
All part of the plan.
And Bill Belichick was the chess piece that moved it all. Bill somehow got word about Miami, found out about the Giants offering Dable, and that was it. Everything went to hell. But what I'm saying is the Dolphins wanted to tank for the first overall pick. Brian Flores didn't do it. We got stuck with Tua. Well, we took him over Herbert. Let me rephrase that. Like I said, plan B was Deshaun Watson. Glad it didn't go down that route, but we were 2 settlements away from Deshaun Watson. Our owner had a sit-down meeting with a quarterback on another team during our season. Do you guys remember this? Then it was Brady and Peyton. That didn't work out because of the Flores situation. So now what do you have to do? You have to make what you have work. And what we had was Tua, and now we needed a coach that would not cater, but work with Tua, be excited with Tua. And who else would be able to do that besides a first-year head coach looking to get his first opportunity?
Telling you.
If it doesn't work, do not be surprised if the Dolphins pivot, because Stephen Ross, his time is ticking. He does not love Tua Tagovailoa. Like, that is not his little buddy. It is not his son. He is not Dan Marino. He is not having a statue built of him outside the stadium unless he goes crazy, wins us the Super Bowl, and I hope he does. I hope they build a statue of Tua Tagovailoa outside of Hard Rock Stadium. Stephen Ross wants to win.
Let me state for the record, not only do I hope, I believe that Tua's going to have a monster year. I believe that. I believe it. I think there's all the pieces are here. I think he has what it takes to do good. That is my opinion. I believe in Tua. I believe in Tua. I think he's shown me enough to say you can be a starter in the NFL. And not only can you be a starter, I think you've got some of the goods. I think they just need a chance to come out. And I think that if he has some really good games and they win some great games, people are, I'm telling you, like, there's a reason. We say it all the time. And when we talk, Vegas don't lie.
They don't.
Vegas don't put out numbers for nothing. And he is the 4th dark horse in Vegas right now. Doesn't that tell you something, Nikki?
I mean, he's a dark horse, and we're talking about plus 4,000 odds.
I don't care. I'm just telling you.
Those odds are higher.
They wouldn't have put him on that list if they didn't think that he would. Like,
well, Vegas didn't put him on a dark horse list. Someone put him in an article as a dark horse to win. Like, Vegas wouldn't come out with odds and say Tua's our dark horse. Like, they wouldn't do that. Someone just believes that Tua's a dark horse to win it.
I'm not saying he's going to be MVP.
He doesn't have to be MVP.
I'm going to tell you he's going to have a Pro Bowl year, personally. I think he's going to have a Pro Bowl year.
I think it would be foolish if he didn't.
Yeah.
If he didn't make the Pro Bowl this year, Mac Jones made the Pro Bowl last year.
Whack Jones.
I like that because I call him.
We don't call him on my channel. We don't say Mac Jones. We say Whack Jones.
Whack Jones made the Pro Bowl.
Who? Whack Jones. 281-330-8004. Hit Whack Jones upon the level. Whack Jones.
If Tua does not make the Pro Bowl with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, the running backs we have, the upgraded offensive line, obviously we have to see that gel together. If he doesn't make the Pro Bowl this year, or at least go out there, because people get snubbed. There's Pro Bowl snubs. But if Tua goes out there and he doesn't have more than 25 to 28 touchdowns, he sucks.
I think he has 30 touchdowns this year, 12 to 15 interceptions.
30 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. The Dolphins win a playoff game, in my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt. There is no doubt.
Let me ask you this. We both love the Dolphins, but we also love the NFL. You obviously watched the NFL playoffs last year. You saw the NFC Championship game between the San Francisco 49ers and the LA Rams. And I think it's a consensus that Jimmy G was the weak link of that team, and he held them back offensively. Now, say the Dolphins were to make it to the AFC Championship game, and it was noticeable that Tua is the weak link, much like Jimmy G.
Tua will get.
Are you going to try to move off of Tua?
No.
Or keep him?
Keep him.
Okay. Now that's an interesting take.
Yep. And because I just don't think there's middle ground here with Tua. Either he's going to produce and go crazy, or he's not. There's no in between.
I think that's very.
I don't
fair.
think there's any in between for him right now. We're either going to see it or we're not.
I agree.
There's not going to be a debate about it.
Right. I don't think that there's a big talent. I don't think there's any talent gap between Mac Jones and Tua, you know? So if Mac Jones can make the Pro Bowl, Tua should be able to make the Pro Bowl.
And Tua will next year.
And if the Dolphins are in the AFC championship game, I might add, I would have to believe that Tua is good because I don't think the Dolphins could get that far in this AFC
without
if their
Tua
quarterback
being a part
is
of
the
it.
weak link of the team. 100,000%. I agree with that. 100,000%.
And when that happens, y'all come up on our channels and be like, "What now?"
Yep.
Because that's what I mean. Look, I look. There's a difference between being. I want to be right. I want to be right. I want the Dolphins to win. And not only do I want the Dolphins to win, I do think that Tua has what it takes, and I think Tua is going to be the guy. Now, I'm also not naive.
Right.
I get that. It is in the back of my mind of, man, I don't know. There is the question mark. And it's more than a question
mark.
It
should be there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we've been through a lot. We've been through 25.
I'm not going in there on blind faith. I think that Greer's done enough to put the necessary pieces around Tua to make him feel, to bring the best out of him.
Correct.
And if we draft, I'd like to think that we didn't draft him at number 5 overall for any other reason than he was a really good quarterback. I think he's a really good quarterback. And a really good quarterback can get you to a Super Bowl. He can.
I mean, a top 15 quarterback with the right team can get you to a Super Bowl. That's non-debatable. Like, non-debatable at all. I wanted to see your quarterback list one more time. Did you have Josh Allen at 6?
I did. You want me to bring it back up? I closed it out, but
how do you not have him at number 2?
Give me a sec, sir. Go ahead.
All right, I'll add it on there. All right, Josh Allen. You have him behind Joe Burrow, Tom Brady,
there we go,
and Matthew Stafford.
So again, natural ability, past accomplishments, current team and scheme, and projected future ceiling. None of that is in any particular order. Some of those metrics are being weighed more than others, right? Like Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson haven't been to a Super Bowl, or Josh Allen. So why is Russell Wilson 11? Because I'm not buying the hype juice on Denver. Not going to do it. They haven't made a playoff since 2015. Just not. I'm not sold on Denver. And I'm also not sold that Russell is going to come back, and have this great year. Just not. My personal opinion.
All right, we got a difference of opinion there. I think Russell's going to be good. But if past accomplishments is on that list, yes. Tom Brady's got to be 2. He's a 7-time Super Bowl champion.
So if I had to have a number 1 overall pick right now for the NFL, Patrick Mahomes would go. Number 2, I think Aaron Rodgers. He looks like he could play till he's 50. So don't get me wrong, Brady is in there too.
If we were drafting, Wait, hold on. We're talking about drafting. Aaron Rodgers is talking about retiring after this year.
Well, I don't know about that. I think he's saying that to keep people on their toes.
Or the year after. There's no way we see Aaron Rodgers in 2024, 2025. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think that's consensus.
I don't know.
All right. I don't see Josh Allen at 6. I wish he was 6, I wish he was the 6th best quarterback, but unfortunately, the Dolphins went from Tom Brady to Josh Allen. Josh Allen could be worse. Oh, we lost him. I think you guys just kicked him out of the channel for his list. Now I got no one. Now I'm just sitting here by myself. Let me text him. Let me see where he's at. Come on, chat. The list wasn't that bad. Come on. You guys are flawed. Not even answering.
I got kicked off the internet.
Oh, I was just saying. I said that I hope the chat didn't fucking destroy your list that bad that you just left on me.
Are you kidding me? No, my internet went out. Give me a few minutes. Let me see if I can get back up.
All right. Thanks, bro. I paid $10 to take him out, bro. That list is pretty ass. So I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how you have Josh Allen at 6. Thing is, the Miami Dolphins. We're into his hands, and there's no way around that. Hopefully, it goes good. I pray it goes good. I mean, how tired are we of just being ass? We're so tired of being ass. I hate being ass. I'm going to drop a link. If any of you guys want to come up here and talk to me, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Let me know what you guys think. It's Friday. I might go longer than 3 o'clock. We'll see how the conversations go. I am recording with Tuanon at 4, though. So if you guys want to, well, it's not going to be live. It's going to be tonight at 8. I'm going to ask him a couple questions, find out who our biggest enemy is this year. But I just dropped the link in the chat. If you guys want to hop up on here, talk to me. We'll go back and forth. We'll talk about Tua. We'll talk about McDaniel. We'll talk about Tom Brady. We'll talk about whatever the hell you want. You just come up here. You let me know. Hopefully he comes back on. We'll see. I'll give him a couple minutes here. You guys got any questions in the chat? Anyone got any questions for me about the Dolphins? If you're excited, what you want to hear about? Is the orange practice jersey just a bunch of hype? Fugazi, Awuzie, Awazi. A lot of things to talk about, man. Offseason sucks, though. I'm not going to lie. But what if we can't get Brady or Lamar? All right, so if we can't get Brady or Lamar, who should we get in the draft? I like Van Dyke. And I'm a Florida Gator, so I hate giving the Hurricanes any type of credit, but I think that kid's going to be a beast. He was a Dolphin fan growing up. He went to Miami. If we can't get either of them, you might as well keep the kid in Miami. It is what it is. You might as well keep Van Dyke in Miami. Bobby, my co-host. What's good, brother? Thank you for coming in.
Yes, sir, bro. Had a little work meeting today. Usually I keep the afternoons light so I can just do whatever I want. Can you hear me all right? I'm coming from my phone today.
It's not bad. It sounds pretty clear. It's not terrible.
I'm on my wit shit with the headphone access.
Oh, my God. Brutal.
I had to address, they're not firing McDaniel if shit goes bad this year. It's not happening.
Yeah, but, bro, what is bad? If this team wins 6 to 7 games, he should be fired.
6 to 7 games, I agree. Should definitely be fired at like 6 to 7 games. But if they go out and they do what the Dolphins love to do, which is win 8 games, win 9 games, and just be in like the constant state of hell where you're not bad enough to draft someone good, but you're not good enough to win playoff games, what they're going to do is they're going to get rid of Tua. They're going to give McDaniel another shot with a new guy, in my opinion, and they're going to go from there, dude. I can't see them wasting all this effort to go get a new coach just to go run through that again. I really can't.
Well, what if a coach like Sean Peyton's on the market?
That's the thing. Like if a Sean Payton comes in and he's like, I know you offered it last year with Brady. I wanted to take a year off, but this year I'm all in on the Miami Dolphins. That's a rare exception where I'd say go get a coach that's going to be a Hall of Fame type of guy. Well, not going to like is a Hall of Famer at the end of the day. So that's an exception. But outside of that, I mean, we're not going to go hire like some random offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator that is like a McDaniels type. Why go through that process again? You know what I mean?
Well, here's my thing. So if the Dolphins only win 7 or 8 games and Teddy Bridgewater was the starting quarterback due to Tua's poor play, you have to bring McDaniel back because at that point, you know what your problem is.
Exactly.
If Tua plays the whole year, doesn't miss a game, which, by the way, I think that's part of his jump, is playing all those games. If he plays the whole year and we only win 7 games, they both got to go.
Dude, 100% on Tua. I mean, the best ability is availability. As cliche as that is, it couldn't be more true. I mean, when you're having to start a backup quarterback, you're not going to win football games. That goes for any team in the league. All 32 teams, if they're on their backup, they're not doing it right. So Tua has to play all the games. If they're average and it's Tua's fault, Tua goes, McDaniel stays. If they're bad, like 5 wins, 4 wins, bad, McDaniels can't coach. He's just this weirdo that's like kind of cool. They're all gone. But I don't see a world where that happens with this roster, to be honest with you. And if it does, it'll be a sad day.
Bobby, chat. If this Dolphin team wins 4 to 5 football games, this is my farewell.
Easily.
I will never sit here in front of a camera, get excited, and talk about the Miami Dolphins if this team wins 4 to 5 games. The thought of that has me in such a depressed state of mind that I need some type of alcohol in my system. I could not fathom the emotions, the anger, the rage that would flow throughout my body if this team won 4 to 5 games.
I mean, tell me you weren't.
Welcome back.
I ain't running from nothing. Ain't nobody scared of you, Smoke, or this chat. Let's go. What's up, Bobby?
What's going on, Steven? How you doing, brother?
Man, I was doing good, and then my internet cut out at the wrong time, but people over here trying to test my thug, my gangster. Don't do that.
Bro, everyone thought you left because your list. Everyone said that list trash.
That's fine. They can say that. Matter of fact, here, I'll bring up my list back up because I want.
Oh my God, please don't. Please don't.
I'm not scared.
I know you're not scared. That's why I respect you. You're the man,
scared.
Stephen D. But this
my list is not ass.
It's ass. Bro, you can't have Herbert at 12. What?
Yeah, you can't have Herbert at 12. You can't have Allen.
You can't
at
have
6.
Allen
All right,
at 6.
so can I start from top to bottom, from bottom to top? Can you allow me to interject that?
Are you gonna go through each quarterback?
No, I won't go each one. I won't go each one. Okay. I think that Trevor is better than probably 20 of the quarterbacks in this list, but I can't put Trevor higher because I think Trevor's in a shitty situation in Jacksonville. Okay.
Fair.
I
don't disagree with your 21 through 30.
Yeah.
It's just your first 15 that's just
he sided Jameis too. Don't hate on Jameis.
No, but you're asking me to go with a guy who's had a problem with injuries in his career, is with a first-time head coach. You know, it's not a great setup for him in New Orleans. So I'm not saying that it's not, that he's going to be bad or he's going to be good, but he would not be first on my list. How about that? And I think I have him fair at 24 because I think Carson Wentz, if the injury bug doesn't get him, I think Ron Rivera is going to love having Carson Wentz in Washington. Okay. Now I'm not saying he's going to do good, but if his injury bug doesn't get him, I think Carson Wentz could be all right. Right. And then Jalen Hurts and Zach Wilson, the book's still out on them. Out of all those quarterbacks in the bottom third, in the bottom 10, I think they're the ones that are more primed. I hate the Jets more than anybody, but I got to admit, Robert Saleh scares me. I think he's a damn good head coach, and I don't know how I feel about Zach Wilson yet, enough to say that I'm still reserving judgment on Zach Wilson. Okay, so there's my bottom 30. Now my middle 10. Tannehill for me has always been overrated. I think you could easily plug 10 or 15 quarterbacks in the NFL that would instantly maybe, all right, let's say 8 to 10. Let's say 8 to 10 quarterbacks in the NFL that would instantly make the Tennessee Titans a better football team rather than having Tannehill there. I could take Jameis Winston, he'd be in a better position. Trevor Lawrence, they'd be in a better position. Hell, I would take Davis Mills and put him in a better position than what Ryan Tannehill gives the Titans. Personal opinion, okay?
I mean, he went to an AFC championship game.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think he's made the playoffs every year with Tennessee.
Okay. The running game and the defense.
And what's Tua?
The book is still out on Tua. We know what we get. We know Tannehill's ceiling.
But that's why I don't
know what he can and cannot do. We do not know that with Tua.
I just don't know how you have Tannehill behind Tua based off of your metrics. Unless you think Tua's ceiling is fucking
let me ask you. Do you think Tannehill's set up to have a better future or Tua?
I mean, Tannehill's had his career.
Okay, but still, I mean,
I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm not going to sit here and when you're asking set up for the future, we're talking about the future of the Dolphins.
I think Tua has a better projected future ceiling. I think Tua's in a better current team and scheme, and I think Tua has more natural ability than Tannehill. Personal opinion.
Well, Steven, what I have to ask you then, going off of that, is since you kind of made that case for Tannehill, you know what we've seen. He's played his career. You know what we're getting. How is it not the same for Jared Goff?
Okay, so fair question. So, no, that's a fair question. I appreciate that question, Bobby. Jared's been to a Super Bowl. Okay.
And they replaced him and won a Super Bowl.
110% you are correct about that. When I originally did this list, I had Tua at 15. And my thought was, if I put Tua ahead of Goff, Ryan, and Garoppolo, and those guys have been to Super Bowls, I felt like I was going to get I was self-conscious about it.
Okay.
I was like, I cannot put Tua ahead of guys that have been to Super Bowls.
Because I think it's out. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
I think that even if you're not a great quarterback, if you get to a Super Bowl, there's a little bit that has to do with because of how you played. Whether you're a game manager, whether you're a great quarterback, whatever. There's at a minimum, there's a little bit that has to do with how you played. Okay? So that was my thought on that. And then, you put Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, 13 and 14. They're interchangeable, right? And then Herbert.
That's the one that pisses me off.
And
if he was on the Dolphins, you'd have him in the top 10, top 5. Because he's better than Derek Carr. He's got more talent than Derek Carr. Derek Carr hasn't done shit.
Why do
he's in a better situation? He's got a better defense, better offensive line.
Why are you hating
weapons.
on Derek Carr? Explain to me why people hate Derek Carr.
Bro, I like Derek Carr. He doesn't win you games. He doesn't.
That's a lie.
No, it's not. He's an average quarterback.
No,
he's an average quarterback. Bro, yes, he is.
He's above average quarterback.
Justin Herbert's way better than Derek Carr. Derek Carr, 23 touchdowns, 14 interceptions.
All right, so let me ask you this. Would you rather have, if I said you get to pick one of these two teams this year to win more games and go further, do you think I'm about to say San Diego, do you think the LA Chargers with Herbert are set up for more success?
I bet the Chargers to win the
Raiders.
I bet the Chargers to win the Super Bowl this year.
Do you really?
I think the Chargers.
No way.
It's not crazy. Herbert's a top 5 quarterback. Their defense is top notch. They got a way better defense than LA.
You ready for the AFC?
Fantastic wide receivers. They got Austin Eckler.
You ready for the AFC West? AFC West, right here.
JC Jackson.
The Chargers win the AFC West.
No way.
JC Jackson and Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa,
it's gonna
Derwin James.
It's going to be Kansas City or Vegas.
Bro.
And I'm leaning
Justin
toward. I'm starting to lean more towards Vegas.
Good. I would love to take your money. I would absolutely.
I don't bet. I do not gamble.
And now I know why. Now I know why. Bro, the Chargers people are so asleep on them, man. It's unbelievable. It's really sad because we should be them. You want to go off natural ability? Justin Herbert, natural ability alone, he's third after Josh Allen. Natural ability.
Let me ask you something. Let's go back to the draft. We're sitting at 5.
I wanted Tua.
Thank you. There's a reason that you wanted Tua. 95% of people wanted Tua.
Hype.
It was not hype. It was because he was the better prospect.
The man is 5'10" with a broken fucking hip. Why would anyone besides the hype the hype want a broken hip 5'11" quarterback over a 6'6", 4'5" running quarterback that wrist throws the ball 70 yards?
Don't you lie to me, Nicky Smokes. Don't you do it. See? Now everybody that's been on your channel has been kicked off today for some reason. I don't know why.
The Wi-Fi. I think it's my Wi-Fi. Well, Bobby sucks too. Everyone's got shit Wi-Fi. Dude, I wanted Tua. But the reason why I wanted Tua is because everyone wanted Tua. It was the
everybody
hype. It was the
It
Dolphins.
was not a hype.
Consensus.
It was because he was the better prospect. He was the better prospect.
Yes and no.
He was the better prospect. With who, Bobby? Me or you?
With
Tua
you,
was the better prospect. Thank you, Bobby. I love you, Bobby.
But here's the thing. Now, I wanted Tua. The man has a broken hip. Everything that we loved about Tua happened before he had this metal piece of hip.
Do you think Tua's shortcomings right now are because of his injury or because of his ability?
Well, those tie in together. His injury limits his ability.
Let me ask, do you think
throw with your legs?
Do you think his shortcomings are because of his injury? How about that? Point blank. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Fair.
Definitely add to it.
But
I think the metal hip has taken away the ability that he had to throw the football like he did at Alabama.
I promise you on everything, 95% of the fan base. Not saying all of it.
Not all, because you're right. There's people like level 2 noob.
And
There's
Dudley.
people like Ghost. There's people like what's his name? Everyone hates him, but I love him. Scoot. Oh, Dudley wanted Herbert too?
I don't know if Dudley did, but if Dudley did, I'd be interested to see. I don't know if he did or not. But what I will say to you is, I know I can go to sleep at night because even with hindsight being 2020, I knew there was no way I was ever going to take Herbert over Tua at the time. Like, it just was never going to happen.
I think that's fair. But now that we've seen these guys,
of course,
play
what we know, but we can't go back. There's no time.
I wasn't debating that with you.
Exactly.
I wasn't debating that with you. I'm just saying right now, after what you've seen, I don't know how you don't think Justin Herbert is a better quarterback.
What you're debating with me is this list, right? And with this list, you're saying that I'm stating that Herbert has not done enough for me to get into the top 10 over these guys. Derek Carr.
Check this out. Stephen D, listen to me right now. 2020, Rookie of the Year with the 32nd ranked offensive line. Rookie of the Year, 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Last year, Justin Herbert threw for over 5,000 yards.
Time out.
5,000 yards. No, I'm not done. 5,000 yards, 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Derek Carr has never thrown for 30 touchdowns in his entire career. Actually, once. 32 touchdowns. Justin Herbert did that his rookie year.
Okay. Are you done? Is he finished or is he done?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Is he finished or is he done? Let's pull up the list. Let's go. Herbert. No, we're going to play a game here, everybody. Y'all ready? Welcome to Who Would You Take as Your Quarterback with your host, Stephen D. and Nikki Smokes and your boy, Bobby. All right. First up, Justin Herbert versus Derek Carr. Who is set in a better position to succeed this year, and who would you take? Would you take Justin Herbert or Derek Carr? Bobby,
Herbert.
Who would you take?
Herbert by a mile.
I would take Derek Carr all day.
What's your reasoning?
Because the Raiders are set up for
how? Explain how the Raiders are set up,
dude. Are you kidding me? They got Devontae Adams. They got who's the tight end? Who's the tight end?
Darren Waller. And I promise you all on everything, Matt Collins is going to have a monster year. They got Hunter Renfrow. They got a good team in Vegas, bro. They got a great team in LA. J.C. Jackson.
Bro.
Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack. A top offensive line. Herbert.
Keenan Allen's the most slept-on receiver in the league.
Keenan Allen. Okay. Mike Williams.
All right. So here's receipt number one. I think the Raiders are going to finish higher than the Chargers this year.
Love that. I wish you were betting, man.
If anyone
agrees with Stephen D,
keep the receipt.
If anyone agrees with Stephen D, you hit me up. You name a price. It's on site. It's up.
Number 2, Justin Herbert or Dak Prescott with the Dallas Cowboys. Who would you take?
I mean, that's inevitable. Justin Herbert. I mean, who are the Cowboys?
Bobby?
To me, that one is a lot closer. I have a weird crush on Dak Prescott, but I'd still take Herbert just on the upside alone.
No way. Dak Prescott is an MVP candidate for a reason, gentlemen. A reason.
So is Herbert.
I will take.
When was Dak in the MVP discussion?
I will take Ezekiel Elliott and that rest of that offense.
You would take Zeke? Bro, Zeke has been so trash. Pollard is better than Zeke.
No way.
Pollard is better than Zeke.
No way.
Has Justin Herbert ever missed a game due to injury?
No.
So, by the way, I would take Herbert and Dak. I would take Dak over
I'm lying. Herbert missed 2. Wait, that was his rookie year. But he only played 15 games his rookie year.
Okay. Let's go to
other guy, and then
we're gonna pass
number 8. We're going down.
We're gonna pass number 8.
You got to skip Watson. You got to skip Watson.
Okay. Let's go to Lamar Jackson. Would you rather have Justin Herbert or Lamar Jackson?
Okay, are we talking about team? Like which situation would you rather be in, or which quarterback would you rather have?
Look at my metrics. You can take any or all of it or some of it into comparison. I said that some of this weighed more. All right,
like if I already have my list. I have my list. Herbert is my 5th or 6th best quarterback.
Okay, but right now we're talking about Lamar. Is Justin Herbert and the Chargers more prepared for a run than the Ravens are with Lamar Jackson?
1,000,000%.
Okay, and would you straight up? Would you take Herbert over Lamar Jackson? Straight up.
Yes, that would be the.
Nikki's not saying nothing, Nikki.
I would, but that's the one that makes me think because I love Lamar, and I just love Lamar because he's from Broward, and I love when a hometown kid is playing for his hometown team. I just think it like brings a special dynamic. But Herbert, yeah, I think Herbert's better.
Okay, Justin Herbert or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen. I don't know how you could disrespect
Herbert or Burrow.
Yeah, it baffles me that you have Burrow.
The rest of the way, you're taking the other quarterbacks over Herbert, right?
No, I'm taking Herbert over Stafford.
Are you? You're
crazy for me, Smoke.
Hold on, sir. I know this is your show and everything. I get this is your show, but you're crazy. The man just won a Super Bowl.
Mazel tov. He also spent 18 years in Detroit. You probably didn't even bring up his name while he's in Detroit. No one mentioned Matthew Stafford in Detroit. He was one of the best throwers. He had one of the best arm strengths. No one talked about him because he was in Detroit. Now he won a Super Bowl, and all of a sudden, Stephen D has the third best quarterback.
I will have Matt Stafford 10 out of 10 times over Justin Herbert every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
Wild.
I think Matt Stafford would have been a Hall of Famer without the Super Bowl.
I don't care that no one agrees with me. Waddle. I don't care. I'm sticking to my guns, and I got permits for these bad boys. Let's go.
I'll let you guys sure, Stafford. You guys could debate it, have at it. I think it's close enough to we're sure the argument could be made. Super Bowl champion, great. Stafford, I think he's a fantastic quarterback. I got nothing against Stafford. I got love for Stafford. I bet the Rams to win the Super Bowl last year, the day after they traded for Stafford. That was the only team I bet to win the Super Bowl.
Put this up. This is Level 2 Noob's tweet. We go live to Stephen D versus Nikki Smokes with special guests.
I gotta retweet that.
That's pretty good, bro. I'm telling y'all right now.
Come on, Stephen D.
No, you can't, bro. Do you love me? Because I love you. But I promise you,
this is good. This is good. This is why I'd rather people disagree and know that it's love, just because this is what the people want. I want to give them popcorn. That's why they call me Smoke. But my gosh, man, if Herbert had a Miami Dolphins logo next to his name, you would have him top 5. There's no doubt because you have two at 18.
He'd be top 10, but he would not be top 5. He would not be top 5. He'd be 6 or 7.
Top 5.
I'm going to read you my list. Actually, I have it typed.
We don't have time. We got to go. It's been a great show, everybody. See you.
Nah. I already got it. We're here. We're going to do this, and we're going to see what the people have to say about my list. All right. This is my list. I'm just making sure none of my notes. All right.
Y'all better have that same energy that y'all had with me in the chance with this man. Not even playing.
Here we go. Can you see it? I got to zoom in.
Nobody can see your notes. I see all your passwords.
Oh, shit. All right. There we go.
I'm just messing with you. I don't see your
all right. We're starting at the top. Number 1 is Mahomes. Number 2 is Allen.
First of all, why don't you have a Dolphins background? Why do you have that?
I did. Just leave me alone, okay? Mahomes, Allen. I'm switching Rodgers and Brady. Brady's 3, Rodgers is 4. Mr. Rape himself, Watson's at 5, but we're going to cross him out. Herbert's up to 5.
Your list does not look that different from mine. It does not.
It's completely different.
Can you hit Control Plus a few times so I stop fucking zooming in?
It's not zooming in.
See,
zoom in. Hold on. Okay,
take a screenshot and zoom it.
I'm zooming in. Hold on.
I like how he's like Control, Delete, whatever.
I'm laughing. This is terrible.
Great content here, Smokes.
Can you see it now?
That works.
Yeah, it's better. It's not as good as mine. But
all right, I'm switching Brady.
Who's
and Rodgers.
comparing? Bobby?
Look, all right, Mahomes, Allen, Brady, Rodgers, Watson if he's playing, but we're going to cross him out. I'm not even going to have Watson as a quarterback in the NFL this year. All right, so Herbert's 5, Russell Wilson. All right, I'll jump Stafford with Wilson. That's where I fucked up. So it's Mahomes, Allen, Brady, Rodgers, Herbert, Stafford, Wilson, Burrow, Lamar, Dak, Kyler, Carr, Ryan, Cousins, Tannehill, Baker, Tua. We both have Tua at 18, so maybe I'm biased. Jameis,
Now remember,
Lawrence, Hurts, Wack Jones, Mills, Jimmy G, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, Wentz, Darnold, Goff.
I also had another rule for my list. I could not have more than one quarterback on the same team, which is why Baker Mayfield was not in my list. Or Justin Fields, or not Justin Fields, Trey Lance, or who else?
I'm going to edit this for the people.
Live update for the people.
His list still sucks. Your list sucks.
My list
smokes.
It's just
Straight
so
trash.
much better than yours. It's not.
Straight-
You take
trash,
Burrow
homie.
over Herbert? You take Herbert over Burrow?
You
What?
laugh at him, Bobby. You give him a good laugh.
Bro, I have Herbert over Burrow. Herbert over
Are
Burrow.
you kidding me?
You can't
Burrow
have
went
Herbert
to
over
a
Burrow.
Super Bowl, smokes.
You can't have Herbert over Burrow, bro. You
You
can't do it.
cannot have
bro.
Joe Burrow less than Justin Herbert.
I love Joe Burrow. I
So
got
you're-
nothing against him.
What I hear from you right now, Nikki, what I'm hearing from you, Nikki Smokes, is that you would take Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow.
If you put Justin Herbert on the Bengals, they would have went to the Super Bowl too.
No. Cool Joe
You mean
was the reason.
fucking no.
You heard what I said? I said no,
Bro, you're retarded.
bro. Guy just went to the Super Bowl last year. Let's put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on his name, sir.
Fucking Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. What is he? Top 10 quarterback of all time? Like, what are we talking about here?
Hey, you better put some respect on Nick Foles' name.
Gosh,
They wouldn't have won a
bro.
Super Bowl if it wasn't for Nick Foles. That's
Get his
real.
damn
Never
game
cashed in my
log,
life. Nick Foles, thank you, sir.
That's real.
Unbelievable. I'm getting the
I will
game
forever
log, though.
love Nick Foles because he didn't allow Tom Brady to win another ring. So, yes, thank you, Nick Foles.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe you just trashed Nick Foles. How dare you? The audacity of you.
Unbelievable.
Do you even watch football, Nikki?
You don't know ball, bro.
You don't know football. How dare you?
You guys are on acid. You guys are on acid.
Hey, Waddle,
Who's the
Waddle,
best-
you want to
Baker
spell
or
drugs correctly? I don't know what druids are, but I'm not on
Thank
druids
you.
or drugs.
Thank you, Waddle. Waddle knows ball. You guys don't know fucking ball.
He says, y'all on druids. I'm not on druids.
Tua is trash. Mac Jones is clearly better than Tua. The only thing Mac Jones is better at Tua at is playing all 17 games. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing he's better at. But that's a real thing. That could be the reason why Mac Jones is better than Tua. It's debatable.
The best
I'm
ability,
me as a Dolphin fan, I'm not putting Mac Jones over
is-
Tua. I'm not doing that.
is
I'm not doing that.
availability.
Mhm.
Best
not
ability
doing
is availability.
I think my list is great. Who's better, Baker or Tua?
By the way, bro, you have Apple products. You're such a loser. Team Android.
Oh,
Whoa,
what are you, an
whoa,
Android
baby.
weeb? Oh
Team
my God.
Android, let's go.
Android is
Squid.
so mid.
Squid.
Android is so bad.
You know, with all your Apple bullshit. You know what I call
Terrible.
Apple? Crapple. That's what I call
You're
Apple
crap.
products.
Answer my question. We're wrapping things up. We're almost at an hour and a half here on a Friday.
You want to
Tua
know
or
why?
Baker
Because
Mayfield?
this show is amazing. That's why. I'm sorry. Go
You're
ahead.
amazing. Thank you. You held it down when I was kicked out.
Did. It did.
Tua or Baker? Stop ducking my question.
Tua or Baker? Tua all day. Twice on Sunday.
Bobby?
Tua. I'm taking Tua, bro. I'm not. Like, Baker puts more effort into his State Farm commercials than he does quarterbacking. It's ridiculous.
Tua puts more effort into golf than he does playing quarterback. Chat.
Boo!
That's
Baker.
cap.
It's really not cap.
Cap. Guy can't play a little golf. Guy
I
can't
love
enjoy a
golf.
little
I'm a
golf on the
golfer,
side?
bro.
You're
I don't have a problem with golf.
Nikki is the president of the Tua Haters Club.
Dude, I'm not a hater. I'm the president of
sound
let's
like a
stop
hater.
let's stop slobbing Tua's meat like he's the greatest
Slop
quarterback
on my
since Dan
like
Marino.
corn on the cob. Check in with me
Oh my gosh.
and do your job.
People just
He's
get my
getting hit.
blood pressure.
I love fucking cussing. I'm telling you. I mean, I'll never do it on my morning show, but it's fucking great. I love
It
it.
is. It is. I mean, look, I would take Tua over Baker, but let's not act like there's not an argument for people to say Baker over Tua.
There's an argument, yes, but I mean, look, I'm thinking about like Baker Mayfield set up in Cleveland compared to Tua's in Miami, and there's just they both been put in pretty shitty situations.
He said they both suck. You guys caught that. He didn't want to get caught saying Tua sucks. He got caught. That's how he feels. He said they both suck. Don't be fooled. Got him. Welcome to the Smoke Show.
My internet.
Got him. He's been hacked.
Internet is going
He's
out.
been hacked.
So I got a question
down.
for y'all.
Hour 20. I got Stephen D to admit to his ass.
No, you didn't at all. What's up, Bobby?
You're good. It's our
win
secret.
total is 9. Is the Dolphins win total currently 9?
Over-under's 8.5 in Vegas.
Okay, 8.5. So we'll go off 8.5. If we swapped out Baker Mayfield and he was the quarterback this year, is it the same win total?
Yes. 100%.
I think it's exactly the same.
Yeah. I don't think there's a difference between the two.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a big enough difference where, like, there's definitely a debate both sides, but I'm taking the upside on.
And I'll be honest with you, I like Tua's upside more than Baker's. That's real.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I would take Tua in the argument, because I think you know what you've seen from Baker. Tua's got the upside. As of right now, they're both middle of the pack, mediocre.
You know what
guys.
Baker does better than Tua? Makes good commercials. He does pretty good commercials.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. It's tough to watch.
Oh, look, 2-9 got Bobby. 2-9 got Bobby. Did 2-9 get Bobby and Nikki? Because right now I just see a smirk from Nikki. In the chat, can y'all see me? Is it just me again? Ha 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 ha! I've taken over the show. This is my show now, bitches. Let's go.
He just FaceTimed me and screwed up my whole feed too, because I have my phone.
Oh, look. Hey, did 2-9 get you again?
Yes, bro. 2-9. They don't want me to. They don't want to see me winning.
They don't want to let you. They don't want to let you live, son. They just won't let you live. Because you over here, you don't want to know why? Because you over here talking trash about my man Tua, and 2-9 gonna get you, cuz. Don't run from it.
Hey, put me on the mic.
You're on the mic. You're on the mic right now. You're on the mic.
Stephen D, Bobby, and the whole chat. Thank you guys for listening to the Smoke Show. I love each and every single one of you guys. We will see you guys on Monday. Fins up. Thank you, Stephen D, for holding down the ship.
That's what I do. Kind of a big deal. I don't know how you're going to end the show because I can't end it.
I'm going to go on my Safari 5G.
On your Safari, on your whack internet, and be like, all right, it's time to go.
Wait, here I come. You ready?
Bye, everybody.
Peace. Fins up. Stephen D, you're the GOAT for holding it down.
Here I come. On the iPhone. I'm going to close it out for the people the right way. Allow. Enter studio.
I'm trying to do different phases that you can clip.
It's all right. We can hang up.
You got to take yourself off mute. You're on mute. You're on mute, Smoke.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Your internet sucks.
Thank you guys for listening to the Smoke Show. I'll see you on Monday.
Bye, Felipe.